What up, y'all? Bankroll Tim, Added Up Customs. Another little video. I had uploaded one the other day, and it like got deleted or something. I don't know. It wouldn't load, something like that. But anyways, shop stuff. What is today? Today's Friday. Got a Donk rear end right here, about to narrow. 2.5, 3 inches, something like that. No other work to it, just the narrow. And then obviously put the guts back in it. We're gonna put different guts in it. The Donk is still up here. Haven't had word on whether this underbody is gonna get painted, gonna get taken somewhere else. I don't know. Have no idea what's going on. So, Sebastian's, I got the whole front end together. Brakes are on it. Everything's set up. I gotta align it once it's able to sit down. Got them big ass wheel hoods on there. Big ass 6 piston. Booyah. Wheels dirty. Shop dirty. Shop didn't get nowhere near as clean as they want to claim it got. And they had somebody come clean it. There's dirt everywhere. Dirt all over my tools. Dirt all over my benches back there. Sand, dirt, debris. Whole lot of BS, if you ask me. All right. The rear end for the candy orange 2-door box Chevy, right there on that lift, which I haven't had time to do much on it. Obviously, we're trying to get Sebastian's knocked out. I'll go back to this rear end in a second. We have all this little debris back here. Got the tub shaped out, trimmed out. Got the cardboard layout in there, because with the cardboard layout, you transfer the design of the quarter onto the cardboard, because it's a full tub. It's not a mini tub. Mini tub, you know, would only be half of this inside the car, not the outside. But this one, full tub, so we can stuff the tire all the way up in there. So as you can see, excuse me, got the cardboard template up in there, fitted to the half moon, which is the back part of the tub. And like I said before, these tub kits, this is a 38-inch tub kit on this one. They have a little lip on this back side that folds into the other piece. That's how you lock it together. You got guys out here welding 2 pieces of metal together, 4 pieces of metal, 3 pieces of metal, I don't know. They're welding pieces together. They're using trailer fenders for tubs. Come on, guys. These tubs are out there. Jags has got them. Winter Circle's got them. They're competition engineering. It's a set of tubs. You put them together, you cut them to fit, you know? You do one G body with a little bit of a fat tub in it. You can lay those measurements down and do it every single time. There's the box Chevy. That's getting all laid out to be able to get cut. It's got a transfer piece that goes in here and it rides along the quarter, and then it transfers to the line on the inside of the cardboard. Then you use the same piece the opposite way to follow that line out, and it gives you your exact cut. So that way it fits the whole shape of the outer tub. And no, this does not get welded to the outside. You just get a good fit, and when you're done, you put some seam caulk, seam sealer, silicone, whatever you want to put on there that works. It's got to have a little bit of flex to it, because you don't want the tub moving on the inside of the body, because everything does flex a little bit, and you end up with marks on your quarter panel. So, obviously, if the car was solid mounted, you wouldn't have that problem. You could attach it to the quarter, or, you know, the outside skin, but rubber bushings. So, this is getting closer. I wish it was closer, but it's getting closer. The front, of course, fully notched, all that, all together. Just needs alignment. And that's how we're going over here, 28. I'm gonna try to tuck it as low as I can in the front. And might have to work the front corner of the fender, maybe. And what I mean by that is, this inside lip, very, very little trim to the outside, but this inside lip would have to be what's worked. I don't like these speed tack arms. I don't know the exact geometry of them, but whatever. It's okay. Candy orange box Chevy rear end. Car had an 8.5 in it. Like I said, this is the 8.5 out of it. The bolts were loose, so I'm pretty sure somebody put this in there. Maybe they got out of something else. Pretty sure the gear's a 373. I'm about to take all these brackets off, clean up everything. As you can see, I started cleaning up the housing with just a battery powered drill and wire brush head. Start taking all the debris off. Now, who else out there in these shops that actually show the work are cleaning up the rear end housings? This is the type of things that I do to any car, to any job. My prices, stuff like that, this last year, 2020, I underbid a lot of jobs. And I had a lot of people take advantage of me. So they pushed their way in, backed up all the good customers that actually pay what they're, supposed to pay. It's like these guys just, they cry about this and cry about that and cry, beg to get in and they cry. I don't know. I got to get away from those this year. I ain't dealing with none of that. None of that BS. The price is the price. That's all there is to it. If you don't like the price, go somewhere else. Have fun. Later on, down the road, you might need me to adjust it or something like that, and that's fine. Then you're going to have to pay me to adjust it. Yes, you heard that correctly. Somebody else's work. I will adjust it. I've fixed plenty of other shops' work since day one. And that's all good. Whatever. You don't want to wait for me? That's fine. Go to somebody else. Have fun. Hopefully they get you in and out like these shops have been doing. Everybody's out there doing good. They're getting jobs in and out. And that's excellent. And that's where I want to be. I want to get to that point of getting to where I'm caught up. So that way, the second I quote a job and tell you to drop it off, it can be busted down that same day, and I can order parts that same day, and then I can just work on that one car till it's done. I haven't been able to do that for a long time. And when I tell people no, and to you guys that have been calling and texting, and you're not getting an answer back or a reply back, I'm sorry. I can't get back to everybody, and if I'm talking to everybody and answering all these texts and this and that, I can't get nothing done. So I try to get back to people. I see there's a couple people that, excuse me, a couple people that done went other places, and that's fine. Get your car done. I'm over here doing what I do. I keep everything nice and clean. When I'm building the car, the rear end, everything, all this is getting cut off. I'm putting adjustable boxes on it. That's just my style. Yeah, it's a couple dollars more, but you might as well have it for later. Makes the car worth more, And when you look underneath that car at the car show and you're like, damn, I wonder who did this. But when you look at that, you're going to know. This is a bedded up job. This is clean. Back to them 9 inches. It's like, not everybody's got $4,000 and $5,000 for a 9-inch rear end. Now, yes, that's the, Strange and stuff like that brands, but Quick Performance, they're pretty cheap, but still, nobody's got all the time and the money to deal with that. You take this old rear end right here, it's 8.5. It's got plenty of strength for, to go to the track and put slicks on your car. That's a whole different story. You're on the street with hard tires, you're spinning the tires, this and that. Not too many people are hooking pretty good at the track on a hard tire. That's all there is to it. But anyways, where was I going with that? I don't know. But I'm in there working every day. trying to get this all done. So, rear end for that car. Still got to notch the front frame, clean the front frame up, get that done. But I want to get the rear end done so I can get the rear end in the car and have that part done. I got the frame next door for this thing. I got to finish putting it together. Got a couple more things to put on it. Blow the rear end out so that way I can slide the center section in there, and then I can put the axles in it, put the brakes on it, put the wheels on the back. I still got to drill. We got 5/8 studs on that rear end. So the hole is exactly 5/8 in the center, just the center part. So I gotta hit it with 11/16 because the 5/8 studs, the space part on there it's a little bit bigger. So just gotta run it through. It's already a circle. So once you run the drill bit through there one time, it's gonna bump it up to 11/16. It's still gonna be centered. So I still got to do that to put the rear end, or put the wheels on the rear end. Hey. But yeah, that's what's going on in the shop. Lots of things, lots of little bullshit. Let me tell you what was going on over here. So yesterday, the ball joint on the bottom did not fit the spindle. This is how this car came in. So there was barely any threads sticking out because the taperedness of the inside of the spindle to the ball joint was different. That means this is a 4 3/4 bolt circle spindle. You know, there's the difference in stock brakes. You got the 10-inch brakes, 11-inch brakes, 12-inch brakes. 12-inch brakes would be a 5-inch bolt circle. So the ball joint's a different size. Most likely these arms right here were ordered for a 96 Impala SS. That takes the bigger ball joint. So the ball joint didn't fit in here. And again, that's how they put it together. So you couldn't put a counter key in it. The geometry wasn't going to be right. The spindle was going to sit higher up on the control arm. So I have a $100 reamer bit, a tapered bit. So I had to take these to the bench, to the vise, and I had to set the depth, drill it to be able to bolt these on the car. And then I had to run a washer to keep them tight on there, which is fine because it's tapered. It's still pressed down the right way. And of course a counter key. So that was a problem that I shouldn't have had to deal with because whoever put it together to begin with should have had that right, but they didn't have that right. So should that be an add-on to the build? Yeah, but since I'm a good guy and everything, I just dealt with it. But I dealt with it and it took longer. Didn't really take that long, but still, it's another thing added on to the job that does create things to take longer to get done. You know, people want to joke and make fun and be like, oh, I don't work, you know, saying I don't work. I work every day. And then the quality of work that comes out, you know, oh, that car's been here this long. Oh, my car's been here. Oh, blah, blah, blah. When your shit is done and out, it's right. If there's little problems here and there, there's always going to be something. But this car, I'm not starting this motor. This motor has been started in years. I'm not starting it. So I'm not going to be test driving this car. But I know all my measurements and everything's going to clear. This car should be fine. But there's been other cars that came in, couldn't test drive it because it wasn't running or the motor wasn't in it. Okay. So those cars would need to have some adjustment later. And setting the car up for adjustment later, now that's taking shop time, so I got to get paid for shop time. That's where I went wrong all these other years, taking care of everybody, stop working on this job to turn around and pull their car in to work on that, and then I lost time on the other car, and then people are mad at me for that, and then when I'm adjusting their car, then they don't want to pay me to adjust their car. No, you have to pay to get your car adjusted. Because I'm not pay what it costs to adjust it. You got to pay some shop time so that way I'm not losing every month. I lost big time 2020. So anyways, a little rant, little ramble. This car has been a pain in my ass. Dealing with this car has been a pain in my ass. And my original business quote on this car was, no, no, I don't have time. I can't. I got too many cars going, too many jobs going on, too many big jobs. Oh, then I got talked into it and talked into it and talked into it. And then there was a deal made, which the deal wasn't even made. There was no money talked until after the car was completely stripped down. Then, of course, it was a problem. It was an argument. It was bullshit. So that's why I put the car on the back burner and didn't want to start messing with it, because I felt like I was being taken advantage of, period. So I put it to the side. It sat on this lift, yes. It sat on this lift for months. He wanted a spot. He begged for a spot. He can't deny that. I told him, buy me a lift. Bought this third lift, put it in. His car went on it. His car got dismantled, taken apart. Extra things were taken off, whatever. There I go, tripping on shit. But anyways, not that it matters, whatever, I'm dealing with it, you know. It's not like we're gonna fucking fight over it. But anyways, this year, I'm playing no games and no BS. I gotta get these cars out, get these cars caught up, and then I can pull a car in, one car at a time. I'm dead serious, one car at a time. I'm gonna take my red Chevy right here, and I'm gonna put my red Chevy back there as soon as I can after the cars I got planned for that lift to get done. My Chevy's gonna go there, and I'm gonna be using this lift and this lift. This lift probably for bigger jobs, mini tubs, notches, narrows, stuff like that. And then this one for basic suspension in and out. So yeah. All right, well, you guys probably already stopped listening because I'm just rambling about some BS. And I'm in here working. BANKROLL 10, Bedded Up Kustoms. Sebastian, it's coming along. My bad. And yeah. All right, y'all. BANKROLL 10, Bedded Up Kustoms. Appreciate it. And peace out.